And credible sources aren't influencers who have a big following. Just because they have a big following doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. They might just have that big following because they got a nice bum that they were born with or that they grew into, which is how they got their amazing transformation photos. Having lost over 30 pounds and then going on to become an online personal trainer for half a decade, right now I'm sick and tired of all the information that I'm seeing out there that is really going to cause people a lot of problems. Now, firstly, I want to say that I am not selling anything in this video. While I was an online fitness coach for half a decade, I don't do that anymore. I work with hundreds of coaches who want to build online businesses, but I'm just sick and tired of seeing everything that I'm seeing right now.
Which is why I've made it my mission to help my clients fully help their clients, rather than just trying to sell something that's all hyped up for a bit of money. In fact, my client Deidre, she put it best.
You helped me become a better fitness coach for my clients.
And right now I'm seeing two areas where there is just so much garbage being thrown about, and I just want to wipe the slate clean so that you know what actually works when it comes to reaching your fitness goals and your health goals for both your body and mind. And so the first area where I'm seeing a bunch of problems is the same place as always, which is the media. They are sharing information about these quick fixes, how you can lose fat with a 2-minute workout. And then I'm seeing it in the entrepreneurship space, which is sort of where I hang out. There's so much misinformation there too. And you wouldn't think it because some of these people are billionaires and they're really, really smart, but it's because of this bad information that's being put out. And it's an interesting one because given that I help people scale online coaching businesses and a lot of my clients are in the fitness space, I understand the marketing side of things, right? Because if you say this is gonna help you lose fat in 5 days, then people are gonna buy it and that's gonna generate an income. But ultimately, the problem with that is that then people believe that they can get results that fast, when really what's required is a couple of different things. Because there's the side of things where people say you just need a calorie deficit, which ultimately is true. You do just need a calorie deficit to lose fat, but in order to actually be healthy, you need micronutrients. And yes, someone did lose a load of weight only eating, I think it was Mars bars, some type of chocolate bar. But is that healthy? Well, no, because it depends on what your definition of health is. If your definition of health is just losing weight, that's a short-term goal. And so there's a huge problem right now whereby there are these different camps who are essentially battling each other, and it's not allowing anyone to get anywhere because clients and people who actually need the help are confused, which means that they spin round and round in circles and they do something like what I once did. I googled how to lose weight. I found an article from a popular online magazine and it said you need to be in a calorie deficit. So I took it really, really literally and I became very unhealthy and was having panic attacks every single day because I was eating 300 calories a day and burning 500 on the cross trainer. And let me tell you, the number of calories that it tells you burn on those machines is not accurate. Nothing is totally accurate. You just need to compare like for like. And so every single day I was using the same machine, putting the same inputs in, and it would tell me 500 calories. Obviously it wasn't actually that, but that's just another side note. So there are all these small little things that people don't pay attention to that's causing them problems. And so I'm grateful that we get to work with clients who are actually changing their clients' lives and showing them how to do it properly. And if you are someone who wants to build an online business, there's just a link below. You can sign up for a free training that's going to show you the 4 fundamental pillars on how to build an online business, even if you're getting started from scratch. That's actually ethical. So what's the answer? Well, if you're trying to lose fat, then the calorie deficit, yeah, that's key. So when I was a fitness coach, I helped people understand how to become stronger, both physically and mentally. And an element of that was helping them learn how to track their food. So getting an app like MyFitnessPal. But then some people don't want to do that because they feel that it's too restrictive. But if you just spend a week writing down everything that you eat, you'd be surprised at how these little nibbles of these biscuits and these cookies end up adding up. And so really, what I'm trying to get at is that there is no magic pill. There is no magic solution, whether it is in your fitness and losing weight and becoming healthy, whether it's in your business and making money and reaching the career of your dreams, or finding the love of your life. There's no magic pill. So what is the answer? Well, the first thing is to figure out what is the goal that you want to get to, and then you need to reverse engineer how to get there from credible sources. And credible sources aren't influencers who have a big following. Just because they have a big following doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. They might just have that big following because they got a nice bum that they were born with or that they grew into, which is how they got their amazing transformation photos. And so, firstly, I think this video is something that needs to be shared far and wide. So if you think that it's useful, then please send it to a few friends. Tag me on your Instagram stories at Lauren Tickner. But secondly, okay, once we know the outcome that we want to get to, we need to realize that we don't just want to reach the outcome. We also want to stay at that outcome. Okay, so how are you going to stay at the outcome? Well, I believe that the most important thing to do is changing your identity. So if you see yourself as a healthy person, in your head, when somebody then starts to offer you a big chunk of cake, you're gonna say, no, can I have a quarter of that slice or half of that slice? And then you just have a smaller amount, and it's like fitting it into your life rather than allowing your life to be dictated by it. At the end of the day, health depends on you, your goals, your body. Each and everybody's body digests things differently. I might be able to eat a bunch of chocolate and feel amazing the next day, whereas other people will feel sluggish. I realized recently that eating a load of dairy was giving me tons of spots, so I stopped eating it. But I'm sad about that because I love dairy. But what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. There is no one size fits all. Same thing if you're trying to build a business. You might think that you've seen all this stuff about how to build an e-commerce business. That might not be the best thing for you. And this is where we go wrong. And right now, I'm seeing so much manipulation of marketing to get people to buy things. And this isn't new, this has been going on for a long time. And like I mentioned earlier, I get it, because if a business is gonna say that the outcome's gonna be this when you buy that, then obviously people are going to want to buy it. But what ends up happening is that when you consume someone's content on social media, you'll start seeing more content that's like that content. And so what does that mean? Well, that means that, let's say you liked a few photos about a ketogenic diet. Well, then tons more content about ketogenic diet is going to start coming up. So then you're indoctrinated in it and you believe that it's the only way. And then because you're now so bought into it, it's part of your identity. When someone starts saying, oh no, you actually just need a balanced diet and you could track your macros and eat a bunch of carbs, then what's going to end up happening is your identity is going to feel struck and you're going to feel triggered because your identity has been hit. So the first and most important thing is changing your identity, but changing it with long-term thinking. So if you see yourself as someone who loves yourself and who cares about your health in the long term, then you're gonna act in accordance with that, because it essentially gives you barriers to live by. So you also need to pay attention to the mental and the physical health. That's why back when I was a fitness coach, I made a hashtag strength feed, right? That was my brand, because I wanted to show other people and build a community of people who were caring about being stronger, both physically and mentally, so they weren't neglecting their body and they weren't neglecting their mind. You have your vital organs who do the detoxing for you. Detoxing isn't a thing. Oh my gosh, there are just so many myths that I could bust in this video. Basically, if anything sounds too good to be true, it probably is, okay? What is gonna get results? Results is gonna be the consistent daily inputs that you execute on over a long period of time. And so, for example, if you're trying to lose fat and if you're trying to become in optimal health, let's just say one day you decide not to do your workout. That doesn't matter, that's fine, that's one day. But it becomes a problem when it happens every day after day after day and you say, I'll put it off until tomorrow. So, not so recently, but in the past 12 months, I had a habit of snacking in the evening, and it was just annoying me. I didn't really care if I gained weight. I'm perfectly comfortable with where I'm at, which is crazy because I never thought I'd say that there is so much rubbish out there. If you want help, seek out a fitness coach. If you need help finding a fitness coach, let me know. We have hundreds of fitness coach clients who are building online businesses who can help you. And so again, I'm not a fitness coach anymore, but if you are a fitness coach, personal trainer, go through the Impact MBA. It will help you build an online business and get the right message out there. Because at the end of the day, if you have the message that can actually help people and you're not focusing on doing everything you can and getting it in front of people, then I think you're doing a disservice to those people that need your help. And secondly, with that said, I also think that with regards to all of this nonsense out there, there is so much opportunity for people who actually want to help people. And I believe that money is a byproduct of value, and so if you're actually putting value out into the world, then you're going to generate more money. And I think it's just a case of coming together as people who do know the right information and putting it out there, because these big businesses have millions and billions of pounds and dollars, and so if the people who actually know what they're doing all come together, then yeah, I think this will just be really, really powerful. So I have a Facebook group as well that you can join. Get in that, we can help put the right message out there together. But yeah, back to what I was saying, I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not trying to sell anything through this video. I really am just sick of seeing all this garbage, and I just think that, you know, it's tough because when I just try say this to someone one-on-one in a conversation, they might get like, you know, a little bit offended. So now I can just send this link to them and it will put an end to that conversation. So if you receive this link, then just know that your fat loss plan probably isn't going to be the best thing for you for your long-term health. So yeah, in the next video or a future video, I might share with you what I do to stay healthy, both in my body and my mind. But if you see something that does look just a bit too good to be true, question it, question them. I don't like publicly calling people out, but just send them a message and just ask like, hey, do you think this is in the best interest of the general population? And also, where did you get this idea from? And just be curious and be inquisitive. And then if they fail to give you an answer, just ask them for some evidence-based articles that prove this is good, not just for you physically, but also realistic for someone to do every single day of their life. But yeah, putting this out because I care about everyone, and I just want you guys to actually get results. So yeah, with that said, usually my content's about growing an online business and just lifestyle of being an online entrepreneur. But yeah, I hope that this was useful. Hit that subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.